Do you want to know when you should stop obsessing about collecting information about avoidance? Keep watching. Hi everyone, Marianna here. I am your favorite coach and therapist if you have anxious attachment style. So welcome to my channel once again. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a like, and write me on the comments what is that you want to know if you want to know more about this topic. So in this video, I want to talk to you about stopping this compulsive research on avoidance. Okay, so when is too much? When should we kind of cut it off when it comes to knowing more and more and more? So is the anxiety, the element of anxiety of your attachment style that is making you want to know more answers? Anxiety is all about chasing. It's all about knowing, gathering information, because the more information you have, the less anxiety you'll have. So I know you want to read, you want to understand, you need answers, and that's fine because everything in life is an answer. And again, because you're an anxious attached person, you don't understand what's going on with this person that wants to keep it arm's length, right? This person, you're thinking, because you really know what love is, you know what attachment is. You look at your avoidant, you're like, how could this person not feel, not emote, not want to have an emotional connection with me? So you want to know, and that awakens a lot of curiosity. So then you start doing some research, right? So when should we stop? And when is the end of this research? Because there is a limit. Okay, you can do research, you can know, and you should look for answers. But when does it need to stop? Because over time, when we compulsively want to know more and more about avoidance, what happens is that we start obsessing and we start abusing our brain, kind of wanting to know more and more and more and more. So it's almost like some sort of hamster wheel, some sort of rocking chair. You're in motion, you're moving, but you're not really going anywhere, because even though you're gathering all this information, your avoidant doesn't change, the situation doesn't get better. So I know why you keep looking, okay? You keep looking because you want to find at least some sort of sentence, some sort of line, a statement, a phrase that will give you some hope, that will let you know, give you a tiny little light that this person will change. Or perhaps you're looking for some sort of like aha moment, some piece of information that you're going to say, that is the deep truth as to why my avoidant person is not into me, why this person keeps acting the way they're acting. And sadly, there's nothing of that. So it's okay to look. Let me just give you an example. I have a playlist on information about avoidance. It has everything you need to know about the avoidant behavior and why they do what they do. Why is there an anxious avoidant trap? Why do avoidants disconnect from you? Their deactivation strategies, and a lot of key points about their behavior. Let's just imagine that you watch the whole playlist. That is where you should stop, right? Do your research, read. That's when it should stop. I will give you 2 nights where you can watch all those videos. 2 nights. In 2 days, you can do that. Then you need to stop, because then it's going to become an obsession and you'll abuse your brain. In my case, I used to do this a lot. I used to spend so many hours just reading about avoidant behavior because of my avoidant boyfriend. I just didn't know why, and I really wanted answers, but I also wanted some hope, and I also wanted something that will give me some peace. But the anxiety doesn't tame unless you look within, not outwards towards your avoidant. So at one point I started to become some sort of like avoidantologist, right? Once I had this client and we were on the phone and we were talking, and I gave her a lot of insight about avoidance and her avoidant partner, and she was not happy with that. She wanted to know more, and she had more whys, and why do they do this, and why does that. So I gave her an example and I said, well, imagine you and I, okay, and then there's a door, and I tell you everything you want to know about your avoidant is behind this door. All his thoughts, all his feelings, all his reasons for not liking you, for not wanting you, for not loving you, for rejecting you, for abandoning you. All of these reasons are behind this door. So are you ready to see what's on the other side? Are you ready? Yes or no? I'm right at the handle of this door. Are you ready to get to know all of this? And she's like, yes, yes, yes. I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, it's open. Now imagine a room with white walls and there's nothing in it. That is the heart of your avoidant. That doesn't mean that avoidants are mean people or it's their purpose in life to make you miserable. That's not it. Avoidants are humans. Avoidants feel, they have feelings, but they're just wired differently when it comes to love and relationships. It's almost like some sort of, in terms of attachment, they're a whole different species. So when you look within, there's nothing because they avoid looking inside. They avoid getting in touch with their feelings and their emotions and perhaps their past trauma that brought them to this point. What is the antidote to this? Okay, we need to plan this out. The antidote for you to stop obsessing is what I told you. Watch my playlist on avoidance. There's plenty of information there. Give yourself 2 days, 2 nights, watch them all. Try to take notes, try to acknowledge, and really accept that avoidants are who they are. The next antidote to this is to switch gears, okay? Instead of looking outward at what your avoidant is doing, what they're doing to you, how they're rejecting you, or all the things that you're looking that are lacking in this relationship. Instead of looking outwards to that and what they're not giving you, we have to look inside and how our own anxious attachment works. That is what's really going to tame your anxiety. The research is going to tame your anxiety momentarily. It's going to give you the knowledge which you need, okay? But it has a limit. Don't turn it into an obsession. So when you switch gears and you look inside, what are the elements that we're going to see? So imagine if I had a door and I told you, well, behind this door it's all your trauma, it's your thoughts, it's your feelings, your emotions, your protest behavior, your bad decisions, all the things that you agreed, that you were in disagreement with. Are you going to want to open that door? Probably not, because it's like a scary place, right? So you want to open the avoidant door, but you don't want to open yours. And that is the first step into switching gears, into reaching that secure attachment that you want so badly, is to want to look at your door. What's behind your door? What have we accumulated? What are the things that we haven't worked in ourselves? Let's explore our past. I know it's scary, and I know there's a lot of people that are averse to it, and I was too. And I wouldn't want you to make the same mistake I made, because I really wanted to decipher my avoidant boyfriend or my multiple avoidant boyfriends. I wanted to decipher them, and I didn't want to decipher myself. So there has to be some sort of flexibility and a space within you that is going to want to welcome these past unresolved wounds, that is going to give you an element of courage for you to want to open that door and not be afraid anymore. Trust me, I thought it was going to be the scariest thing in the world, but it's not until I opened that door to try to resolve all of these piles of unresolved cases I've had in my life, where I found forgiveness for all the bad decisions I made in choosing partners, for all the times that I saw the red flags and I continued with the relationship, that it gives you an opportunity to forgive yourself. That work, okay, it's kind of like a harder route, right? Looking at the avoidance stuff and reading all these things is the easy part. Looking at your door, opening it up, that's the harder part. But that is the part that when you process and you sit in that room full of files that need to be sorted out, some of them need to be shredded, some of them need to be burned, some of them just need to be reorganized. It's not until we sit on that old ass desk and we look at all these files, that we start to get in touch with our secure attachment, because I know it's inside of you. You just have to lose that fear and want to get inside, because then over time you start seeing this pattern in relationships, that you see this person and the next and the next and the next, and the quality of this people is lower and lower and lower, and then you start thinking, when is this going to stop? Why does this pattern keep happening to me? I want to get out of it. It's because we haven't really fixed that cluttery office yet, because we are being magnetized and pulled in by these abusers, these avoidants, these narcissists, and we're also pulling them towards us because we haven't really resolved that false identity in relationships. I know you want to date in peace. I know you want to have a relationship in peace and have that peace and calm. You want to feel relaxed when you're in a relationship. You want to be free to love. Okay, longing for that prince or that princess to come rescue you. It's not gonna work. Okay, a lot of people may tell you, well, you should learn to be alone. Okay, that's what I will be told all the time. Marianna, you should learn to be alone. And I was really scared, because I'm like, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to learn. Learning to be alone sounds like a freaking torture. And it is. You don't need to learn to be alone. You can learn to be with yourself. You can learn to be with you. If there's no one physically next to you at night, you know, you're next to your pillows, you think you're alone. You're not alone. You're with you. You are with you. If you're on a Sunday and you're bored and you're by yourself watching TV, you're not alone. You're with you. And it's that anxious attachment is the disconnection we have with ourselves, that we need to reunite the two, so then you can feel that attachment with yourself once again, because once it was there, it was just disconnected over time by circumstances, or what we call injustice of life. But we can reverse all of that. It all begins by you having the courage to go and open that door and resolve what's inside that cluttery office. Trust me, I want you to do this way quicker than me. Don't make the same mistake I made. So I hope this video served you. Follow my antidotes, and don't forget to leave me a comment. And my masterclass is going to be in October, so if you want to be part of it, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and send me a message if you want to assist. The masterclass is going to be live through YouTube only for subscribers, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.